Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Cashflow Digital, sponsored by Odys. If you're interested in age domains, check them out. You might grab yourself something decent on there. Always new inventory with a ready-made backlink profile, so do check out Odys. The link is below. If you're interested in grabbing yourself a $100 sign-up bonus, so go and grab that $100 from Alex right now, while you can, guys. But other than that, whilst we're waiting for questions and shit coming in, guys, how did the NFG 2022 go? Obviously,
I've never seen so many refund requests in one day.
We're going under.
We actually got more refund requests than tickets sold. I don't
know what's up. We lost money somehow there.
Who offered to double your money back? No, everyone loved it. Yeah.
Oh, good.
We got compliments on yours, Craig. I showed in the group. You're not in the group, are you?
No.
Group? Yeah, I got rankings from what I did live yesterday. I've already got like page 1 rankings from the shit. So that's cool. Mike was fucking dropping bombs. Dude, Chris thought he only had 30 minutes. So he takes one breath at the beginning and then
drops
rapid fire for 45 minutes straight. Like I ran this test and this helps and this helps and this doesn't help and this helps for a little bit, but this doesn't help long term and this helps real quick, but then it'll go away and this helps and this, and it's like like he kept clicking the next slide and shit. It's like, what the fuck? I said most people are gonna come to an event, like if they watch the replay, they're gonna listen to it on like 1.5 speed. I was like, Chris, they're going to have to slow yours down to 0.75 speed.
Yeah. By the way, this is my fault because Chris was asking my advice last week after our show, and he's like, dude, like I've watched NFG shit before. He's bought the videos and all that before. He's like, what will I talk about and all that stuff? And I basically,
he murders what he does. He's very good at what he does. He doesn't need to feel that way whatsoever. But
he dropped like 3 map techniques, I think 2 or 3.
My words were, Chris, when I went to NFG for my first event, I literally just put my bollocks on the table and just let out everything. And he's like, right, cool. I'm not sure if he's just taken that and just went, fuck it.
he went balls out. Yeah, that's good.
Talked to him last night.
Yeah, and then Corey's his paid ad, and we got Corey's whole outsource list and shit for his agency. Like if you want to run an agency, like you've got the list of gigs that you can use and you don't have to worry about anything.
It was a good event because with the latest series of updates, there's like 20% of queries, I think, in the US or so, maybe 18 that are still using like certain things, and the rest of them kind of shifting slowly over to what was basically talked about yesterday. But it's gonna, Corey, everyone did a really good job. Craig, yours was motivating, bro. And what's funny is
he's the SEO vulture.
What's that?
The SEO vulture.
Right. When you talk about, no, it's true. But when you go and you talk about it, and Brad touched on it, everyone kind of touched on it in a similar way, is that passing by every hurdle as much as possible and skipping them instead of going over them like that. Right. Buying something.
I go under them.
Forgetting about a domain for 4 years and then realizing you have it and all of this stuff, or buying something expired. They're making it a beautiful market for that, for us to make money off of all of that. So your thing, I got some eye-opening kick in the ass on certain things yesterday. So I appreciate it, dude.
Nah, listen, it's you can't reinvent the wheel. We all know what we're doing, audience-wise and all the people in your group. So if you can push someone and just fucking G them up a little bit, rather than, because I've made every fucking mistake under the sun. I'm a lazy bastard. I'm all of the things that
dude, Brad still keeps letting me take money out of that bank account, so I think he makes one all the time.
Wait, what bank account?
Oh wait,
the one I forgot about.
The one with the refunds.
Yeah, you keep taking it out of that. I don't care.
Did you get the email from Emily for Malta, bro?
Yes, I spoke to her yesterday in person. Well, not in person.
When is that?
14th
and through 18th in Malta.
Yeah.
At Sigma Europe. I'm looking forward. Are there some people coming over there?
October or November?
November.
So Dirk, we are, well, when I say we, I mean me and Mike, are coming to mid-November, 100% confirmed. I'm just waiting the
Do they celebrate Thanksgiving over there?
I don't fucking know.
Do you celebrate U.S. Thanksgiving?
You got to celebrate it on the Eastern time zone, though, because that's what time the parades are on.
Listen, Malta will be fun. Great event. And yeah, she's just going to send me over the flight person who's booking all the flights and shit.
Right on.
And that's it. I need to come up with a topic. Not sure. What are you doing?
There's some cool stuff. I'm going to talk to you. We got some stuff. And so before you do that, let's discuss for sure.
Yeah. I don't want to crossover talking about what you're talking about.
You don't want cross streams.
Complement each other is the best way we can see it.
Yeah, we will. Dirk, I was reading Dirk. I got distracted. He said, "Let's catch for drinks, fellas." And no, we really didn't, Brad.
Yes, Dirk, we will be there and be more than happy to meet up for some drinks and some SEO chat. Although Mike doesn't, but he will be there. I'll drag his ass. Well, I'll try. He's a bit sick.
Who?
You.
Oh yeah, I'm going. I'm taking my wife, man.
Oh, you taking your wife?
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be on his best behavior.
Fair enough.
Yeah, dude. She was a drinking buddy when I was in high school, so I don't know about best behavior.
Simon Hogbin's here. SEO Underground, another event next Monday and Tuesday. That event's on seounderground.co.uk. If you don't have a ticket, grab one. And yes, new haircut, flying to America tomorrow.
So you do that, and when is Underground? That's what Monday. You do. It is Monday coming up.
I fly to America tomorrow. I don't get there till tomorrow evening. Thursday, I'm going to see Graceland actually. It's only like a 2.5 hour
riding that Pete Cadillac.
Then the event's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then me and Holly Starks fly out of there Sunday night over to London. So it's going to be
sharing a seat.
Maybe.
William said he headed over there too, right? I was talking to him on Friday, and he said he was headed over to.
Yeah. Terry Power, Chris Palmer, Holly's coming. I think that's all the Americans, but yeah, it's going to be a fucking good event, man. But
why'd you get a haircut for Nashville if you're going to be wearing a cowboy hat the whole time?
I ain't wearing no fucking cowboy hat.
I'm Craig's a rhinestone.
I was thinking Kid Rock, but yeah, a rhinestone cowboy works too.
Rhinestone cowboy, baby.
He's going to paint the town red.
It should be fun.
Willie's going to be there. He's not American.
Willie's coming from the Philippines, yeah. So there's a great bunch of guys. I think hopefully we'll be able to pluck up some knowledge.
You guys can go find like a mattress and do flips on it. Because I know that's what you do in Glasgow.
Only if it's dirty.
Behave. Anyway, Sharif's got a question. How to create a knowledge panel and how does it impact SEO? We all know how to create it, and there is a video I've got on my YouTube channel, Sharif, going through.
You just got a BV brand for that keyword.
But do you think knowledge panels help SEO-wise? Either directly or indirectly?
Yeah, you'll get click-throughs from it. So yeah, I mean, especially mobile, that's all there is. If you've got the knowledge panel on mobile, you have to scroll like 3 thumb scrolls to get past it. So yeah.
Dude, there's actually an American singer who shares the same name as me.
I know, it's funny.
I'm going to Nashville and I'm going to fucking trash his ass because I'm pretty sure that guy must sing over
That's
there.
what you go to Nashville for, is to trash guys' asses.
You always go to that.
Have fun. Yeah. Say my name, he says.
And I think that guy, though, is a country and western singer. And we don't really want Brad Duck saying in Malta, fuck Brad. He's not the one with the knowledge.
No one invites me anywhere.
I invited you. You said no, bro.
Hey, this does kind of look like you.
Dude, that guy.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. Yeah, especially when you put on the hat. Hang on. Where'd you
He's
go?
the rhinestone. You know what? I'm gonna deep fake you onto this fucker, dude.
Do that picture.
You want me to share that?
That's it. I'm gonna make a video right fucking now of you singing his songs.
Come on, man.
I'm not kidding. I'm doing it. I'm downloading. I'm ripping it right now. Which song?
Dude,
Which song, Brad? Let's see. Talk country to me. That would be a good one.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
If anyone wants to see what the hell these guys are
When I
talking
get it. Flying my country flag.
some country and western singer with my name.
Never heard of him.
That's it. Okay, I'm putting that on the list, dude. I got the video. Useful use of time and resources.
Connect's got the knowledge panel for emergency electrician Burgess Hill. I get at least 4 calls a week for free.
Exactly.
Every little bit counts, so do more. But guys, do ask your questions.
You want to get calls in virtually any niche. Just look at the maps for expired domains and set up a site. Hot tip for sure. Have you ever heard of cloud stacking? Any of you guys? We have heard of it. We don't do it, but we've heard of it.
Is it dog shit?
I mean,
Which
cool.
What?
Cloud stacking.
I mean, it's VNs on the cloud.
Yeah, it's like a 2.0 essentially.
Yeah.
Unless you use your own domain, then it's just a PBN. Use it for hosting on your PBN for varied IPs. So that's was on one of my slides yesterday. It's just a pain in the ass to set up like that. Like I used to do a lot of S3 stuff. Just use it for like a PBN or 2.0 or whatever. But it's kind of a pain. So yeah, I mean, if you want to do it and if it works for you, that's fine. But
it's a matter of the return for the budget. I mean, I'd rather just set up sites or have teams set up sites.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're using it for like a PBN hosting, yeah, then it makes sense and you get relatively efficient at it. Then it doesn't take that much time.
I went through someone's network. They were doing it and they needed to start producing more results from what they were doing. So we ended up putting real sites underneath their cloud shit anyways, dude. I mean, it's like a channel. It's not all underneath, but like you need something underneath it. So if you're doing tools and you're hitting them, that's great. Or if you have a network or a mini net or whatever, throw them into there and feed them down. But yeah.
Interesting.
Craig, did you buy at any point? The dude advertises like a mother to me. And I think of it every time I
do mothers advertise?
A mofo. It depends on the mom, actually.
Sure does, dude. And what website?
Yeah. And if she's a stepmom, all bets are off.
Dude, weirdest freaking trend that came up through the stats, bro. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, but not that. It's I don't know.
But this dude advertises all the time the ski slope strategy. Have you done it? Like, have you looked through it? Do you know what it's about? It looks like just like grouping pages. Have you seen it?
No. What's the dude's name?
I accidentally clicked on that Craig Campbell video again. Hang on, let me cost him money and click his ad.
Are you talking about the
Maverick
Cool, or is it the guy on Legit?
No, it's on. He's advertising on Facebook.
Right. Where's he sell? Is it a domain or is it a market?
Yeah, it's go.contentmavericks.com. Here, I just clicked his ad. Every time I log in to get the link for this, I see it though.
So Craig, by the way, after we were talking about what's going on in search and after you left, dude, like we were talking about one of the things I was talking about in my presentation, guy goes, I started getting ads for Bukkake after your presentation.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, man.
Bro, on his phone, dude.
What sites was he on that he was actually getting advertised?
There's definitely retargeting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Anyway, I have not seen this ski slope thing. It's not.
If you look at Chris Von Wilpert, he looks like a stand-up guy.
He's probably talking exactly about what you were talking about yesterday, Craig.
So I would assume he's the watermelon pimp.
I'm buying it right now for you, Brad.
Are you gonna buy it? It's only $5. Buy all the upsells too. What?
I don't know if I can afford it.
Yeah, buy the upsells as well.
I'll get all of it. Yeah,
£5, and then it's got like $500 worth of upsells.
I mean, if I get into a funnel, I know I'm buying everything, so I try not to, because I know I'm not going to go through it, because we have shit that works.
If they don't allow PayPal, I'm not going to do it right now.
You pull out your card, buddy.
I ain't taking the time to pull my card out of my wallet. That's where everybody loses me. I'm like, I just want to see what they're doing. When they want a credit card, I'm like,
yeah. The shitty part is it's a pain in the ass to do PayPal with ClickFunnels. Because for the event, people requested PayPal, and I had to send them.
At least if it's Stripe, though, I can still do it. Like they just need a processor that will take it, dude.
Yeah. And if you have 20 affiliate sites and you want to sell one, how can you do this without losing your affiliate account on the Amazon network? They need to get their own fucking affiliate account.
You need to get them.
You're not giving them your account.
And you pull your links. I mean, you tell them where they're going to be, but pull your links before they have control of it, because you don't want them to dick around with you.
They pull your links.
Yeah,
that is always passed on to them. But
if they don't pull your links, then you're still making money.
Exactly. But this guy, right, I know he bought a website last week, and this happened to me when I bought that shit-ass golf website. Mm-hmm. The motherfucker that I bought it from used the Amazon URL shorteners. So I couldn't go in and do a better search and replace and just replace what I had with mine. So I had to literally go
How many pages?
It was fucking 200 and something.
I've got a domain that we allow community content, actually a few of them. And when it's in Amazon, like it triggers a rotation, and we skim off of the off their content, right? So if they publish, they can use affiliate links if they do it the way we tell them they can. But then there's a percentage of the time that it will place our affiliate link in so that we can take money off of it. And honestly, I don't know. I've seen people do those sales. So pay attention if you're coming the other way from Flavia. Make sure that it's not a rotation on those links, because if you leave something in or you replace it for them, you technically could replace it for them, make it look like it's their link, and skim off that until they notice, right?
Yeah. Go to his second one. The new buyer, if he does not have an Amazon account with all the benefits, he needs to fucking get it if he wants to run the site.
Yeah, it's his problem.
Yeah, that's his problem. I would not. I mean, if you need the money and the sale, then it is what it is, and you might do.
Tell him to buy your entire network and make.
Yeah, I would sell the whole network and the account if that's what's going to happen, and not separate it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't see Amazon being happy with that. Like you transferring affiliate accounts either. Though.
No, they won't be. Especially if it's set up in a way. It's not an entity that can't hand off.
Yeah. I mean, I've bought and sold a whole bunch. I've never had someone saying, "Give me your fucking Amazon account."
There was, I have
tracking numbers. Yes, Amazon accounts, no. But it's not like I'm going to sell my whole CallRail account or anything. So I'll just transfer the number over to
them. If I were to pivot an old agency site to an educational courses website, should I leave all the agency's service pages up but hidden from the navigation?
Depends on if you want people to find them, I guess. I would leave the agency stuff up.
Don't orphan them and start turning it into, maybe you can sell those leads somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, there's plenty of places you can sell the leads to. So don't get rid of it, especially if you're getting traffic and calls. Just build out the information portion of it on the blog, and let it roll, and then that's going to help.
Super important to keep like the historical data that they understand about that domain, and you don't want to start chopping off stuff. It's like buying a domain and then chopping off, or getting an expired domain, putting it up and changing all the content to something new completely outside of the entity that those pages were a part of. You'll just cause issues for yourself instead of getting the full benefit.
I got to get off this picture. Every time I click on it, I get more excited, Craig. You in a cowboy hat.
Did I ever show you guys the one of you boxing? I did.
I remember that one. Yeah. Have you heard of the transistor method? I'm gonna need more details.
Transistor method.
Yeah, I just searched for SEO transistor method. I don't know what it is.
It sounds like.
Can you give us more details? It reminds me of the sending through a redirect is what I would think.
Yeah, it's going to be a canonical or a redirect is my guess.
Yeah, so we've been doing that for years. So was it Switchbox? That's what we used to call it, right? Switchbox method.
I had a domain called like PBN Trust Flow.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
I don't know what I called that shit. It was Squidoosh from Jimmy, wasn't it?
Something. I don't
know. Or was that the Viagra method or something? All these
things.
Yeah,
Viagra
method.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Is it worth adding affiliate products to the GMB listing?
Try it. Honestly, I've tried. I've tested putting AdSense on my sites that are in GMB or getting traffic and calls through either mass, GMB, or organic. And it's like the amount of money you make, you're like, if I lose one call on this, like a week, then it's not coming out ahead. So
the only
split test. Yeah.
It depends on where you are in that network or what you're doing. Because if it was my actual brand and in my actual business, I don't think I would be doing that in actual business.
But like a mini net test.
Yeah.
So Kamal, is your goal to increase your DR or to increase your rankings? They're two very different things.
I don't even give a fuck about rankings, to be honest. I give a fuck about money.
Yeah.
So it's funny, you can make money with some shit ass rankings on a website.
Someone before Mike got to the meat and potatoes of his presentation yesterday, someone's like, "How does this make me money?" You're like, "I'm getting there."
I actually had comments on that. I had someone that sent me an email, so that was very indignant of whoever that was. It was kind of funny, dude.
It is. It's hilarious, but I was thinking the same thing because
exactly.
Mike does go a long-winded way around about things sometimes.
Yes, I do.
It was good though. But
the problem is that people don't understand shit, and
there was more background than someone wanted. But then when you started dropping the Reddit stuff, he's like, "Holy fuck!" Same person was like, "Oh shit," So it's all good.
Reddit's a great fucking site.
Yeah.
Flavia's saying, what other countries do you recommend beside America, Mexico, Australia, Brazil? What happened to the fucking UK?
Yeah.
Germany, fucking all over Europe.
South Africa, there's a lot.
Yeah, I don't go out of the US. I don't go out of the Eastern time zone, actually.
So, yeah, literally doesn't go out of the Eastern time zone.
No, I don't like. I can go to Florida, but
he said to me last week. So Brad sent me a message. Is this time okay for you for the event? I'm like, yeah, but what fucking time zone are we talking? I'll work in Eastern time zone.
I only work in Eastern time. I was trying to be a dick.
Why do you think I actually work in Eastern time?
Are you actually in Eastern time, Mike?
No,
he's Mountain. He's 2 hours behind.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle. It works out. It's a good time zone for the U.S. because you got the Pacific, like slow people, and then
Pacific is a pain in the ass. Yeah. Because they're wanting to hop on at like 3 o'clock their time, at 6 o'clock here, and I'm like, and
it's the Pacific, so they're like 3 hours late.
Yeah, I'm 5 beers in, so
that was 5 o'clock my time yesterday. I had to go on your fucking show.
Yeah, it was noon here.
Yeah,
noon Eastern. I know what time it was there, but I only operate in Eastern.
You need to change that shit up.
You could have come on an hour earlier. I don't care.
I'm going to come beat your ass.
Good luck.
So
I'll drive to Nashville.
Come. But I'm not fighting in Nashville. It's only dancing.
Yeah, I know. You be dancing. I fucking tell you to.
When I first went out there, I ended up doing a single for this one band out there.
You promoted a band for a while, didn't you? The Pussycats? Isn't that what it was?
I don't remember.
I need your help, by the way, actually. So I'm going to America. I need to hire a car. Are these big fucking trucks just a piece of shit? Like, what are these big trucks like? Because I think you've got one of these trucks, Mike.
What do you mean big?
Which truck? Yeah.
Fucking truck. Like, you look as if you're driving a truck with a fucking pickup truck.
Like a 250?
Oh yeah, I would say if you drive a 150, you'd even be fine, dude. Like if you drive like
I've got a Jeep truck, and it's not big. It's a tank, but it's not.
Because
yeah, I think the 150 I like a lot, and then it gets good gas mileage and it's 4-wheel drive, dude. So
I just want to drive like a big ass American truck. Like people are like, why not fucking get this and that? Like when I was at NFG, I had the fucking BMW i8, an Aston Martin, all the G-Wagon.
Those are a pain in the ass to drive. All those nice cars, they're like terrible to drive.
I just want a big fucking American thing that I've never had a shot
Get that, or if you look like an American car, like a Charger, if they have one of those. But
that's the other way. Out there doing like a Charger would be good, dude.
Get one. I think you can handle it. Huh?
Dude, the worst thing is, I remember actually at NFG, got there, me and Gary Wilson go out, I fucking pick up a car from Turo. Dude, I've never driven in America before in my life. Never even been in America. It's the fucking driven on the road. And somehow, the first thing, I came out of this guy's street when I picked up the car, turned right, and I was on the fucking slip road to the motorway. Me and Gary were just like, what? But I managed. It was fine.
Yeah, I don't drive.
You're a Hummer then if you come out here, dude. Seriously, like just rent a fucking 22 Hummer or some shit.
Do they still make Hummers?
Yeah, dude.
Huh.
I like them because you can spend a lot on your gas and like piss off all the eco people.
Get a diesel.
Anyway, Loud Egg, for a Google News site, if you send links back to the same money sites, will Google catch on?
I just
like so. You're going to send a network or one site, and you're sending news and using it as a PR site. It's like a network. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry.
Let us know what you mean. An EDT is
honestly, I wouldn't worry about it because they're so easy. Like the Google News sites are so easy to get. So just if you burn it, say I can't do that anymore, and then get another one.
I'm not going to harm your big brand up there.
No.
Black
Hat World Forum.
Oh, Transistor
Black Hat World.
Are you still on Black Hat World?
The transistor method is fundamental.
It is. Amplifying method, relevancy amplifying. SEO transistors. There we go.
This is a patent discussion, but
this thing's from 2016.
Properly made guaranteed SEO transistors will last 4 gain cycles.
Gain cycles?
That's someone. I don't think I have visited Black Hat World except like it's been years. I don't know.
It's been a bit for me. Shoot us a link when you get it, Adam, because I've never heard of it. So it might be interesting to read. I'll try it, get pissed off when it doesn't work, and then cuss you out on the next show. I'm a little salty at guys named Adam this week. So
no, you're not.
He locks himself out of a Airbnb. Says he has an accident. I was like, he either got in a wreck or he shit his pants. I didn't guess the Airbnb.
No.
Yeah, all I can see is that they're talking about different types of flow when it comes through linking. So I don't know what the method is or whatever it is, but they could be talking about like chi and chi rank, page rank, internal. It's just talking about different different juices flowing through a link, which is true. The different juices.
That just does not sound good.
Okay, it's DAS, bro.
Is it?
It's DAS. It's a tiered DAS structure.
Shoot me in Skype. Shoot me what you're looking at.
Yeah, I will. I see what they're doing.
So what?
If it works, it's just a pain in the ass. Just
you got it. Like when you get into where things are being, it's VK where they're really talking about. So it's in Russian, but it makes sense.
Cool.
I don't know what you're looking at, dude, but if you're looking at something that really is doing this, then it could be beneficial for sure. But remember, these guys they're in Yandex, dude. It's not Google, bro.
Loud Egg saying he's sending.
You need to get. I was going to comment on the flag thing. You need to get a Trump 2024 flag for your big truck and your cowboy hat. You'd fit right in Tennessee.
Dude, I'm going.
So you're going to Graceland. How far is that from Nashville?
2.5 hours drive.
Yeah, I was going to say because
get the biggest gas expensive car you can.
It was like 3 hours from Memphis to Nashville, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Where was OMG held? What town? That was Franklin, right?
Franklin, yeah, it's on the outside of Nashville. It's like a
suburb.
That's because that's where David Mills lived.
That's why, yeah. I remember going over to Mike Long's house and
he kept that place forever. It just
he lived in Florida too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's where the one dude recorded Jimmy and then posted it somewhere, right? Dude from New York, remember him? Jimmy got all pissed.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened.
He recorded him talking about dad.
Oh yeah, he was talking about something we had been talking about. Like, yeah, I remember that. I got sent an audio recording, bro, from someone.
Yeah.
So one of the graphs I saw is they're doing a reverse flow on their links. So they're taking the money site, flowing it back down into the network, and the network flows it. Those sites will flow it back over to like the lower tiered stuff. So you're basically doing a link wheel, dude. It doesn't close.
That's all DAS was.
What's that?
That's all DAS was.
Yeah, that's what exactly. When I saw it was DAS. It was reverse page rank. It was reverse tiering kind of. So like with a higher page rank at the bottom and lower page rank at top, which means that there's more flow at the top because that math works better when you have lower page rank.
Dude, I was able to rank national level like EMDs with DAS, like national level like rehab EMDs back in the day. Like
pharma, like all over pharma with that kind of flow for sure.
It just takes so long to fucking set. I mean, to get if you're doing DAS right, you're doing it with real sites. You're not doing it with 2.0s because they have nothing behind them. So to get say you're going to do a 5-site DAS stack, you've got to find 5 domains. You've got to set up 5 domains on the hosting, on separate hosting, all that shit. Then you've got to go in and add content and interlink them. And it's just like,
you got to keep, if you're going to do that, just have a management system for your PBNs and know what you're linking to what, and just break it down into buckets of domains, right? And the best way to do that is by your categories in your market. Because if you break it down like that, you can put any cluster up in that category and it will do a good job of pushing what's at the top of that tiered structure. It's just a reverse tiered structure, right? So instead of taking a whole bunch of GSA pages that have no page rank or history and putting it up, you're taking the stuff with history and putting it up the reverse way. And that means that the page rank builds much faster. So like in pharma, when you come in and you bring in like redirection and things like that with high value, you can push that up. And I've had up to like 36 redirects pointing at domains in different ways to power those kinds of rankings, right? It's
recently, or it's been a while, right?
What's that?
Recently, or it's been a while
right now. Yeah. But yeah, been doing it for a long time. Yeah.
But
we're never doing a mastermind in New York, Loud Egg.
That will not happen. Sorry.
And by the way,
Chicago maybe. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Craig.
The masterminds, people keep saying when you go, the masterminds are not mine. So the one in Nashville is Keith Evans and Stephanie Solheim. I think that's how you say her name. So they are theirs. You just need to keep your eye out who's
going. It's all in one house, right?
It's not like a house is such it's like a big fucking hotel type thing. It looks like a big mansion. So you can literally, I'm staying there like when I arrive tomorrow. So it's not like they've rented an Airbnb or something for it.
Okay, that's what it seemed like at first, but
yeah, that's what I thought as well. And I'm like, fuck, whatever.
You're gonna be stuck. It's gonna be like a hostel.
Yeah. That's what I used to do. Airbnb on the beach.
I will never do a hostel because of the movie.
Not the hostel, but like the Airbnb thing and have people fly out.
I did that.
I was like, this could be dangerous staying in the actual venue, because if you're tired, you won't go to your bed and these motherfuckers are banging in your door. Like, that's what I thought. Like,
they'll do it one fucking time. They won't do it another time. I don't think anyone's going to bang on my door.
But the thing is, it's probably me going to be banging in people's doors.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need to watch what I say here. But nah, so it'll be fun. It'll still be great.
Speaking of Nashville and banging on doors, there was another video in Nashville. They were banging on this guy's door, and then all of a sudden, a chick walks out, and it's like the walk of shame. She walks like this out and walks down. You saw that video.
Locked up the next day.
Yeah. Oh, that was good time.
She was at the event and like disappeared to there for a couple days, and then showed up or whatever.
Best disappearance is Earp though. 3 days.
Well, just
I had one, like,
we thought he was dead.
Yeah, I thought he was dead. I
He
was
wouldn't
out.
reply to text or anything. Then he pops back up and he's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
I was at Larkin's house before heading out back to Vegas, and Poem disappeared literally after we went out with this person that we had just met. He disappeared for literally 2 or 3 days, dude. And I thought he was dead, dude. Like straight up thought he was dead. Left and I kept calling back to see if he had showed up again. And he showed up like 2 days later, 3 days later. So weird.
Good.
I don't worry about people though. So
Nah, you do. You always worry about me.
What index services do you use at the moment, guys? What is
linking's better than anything. If you've got too many URLs that linking's not an option, then SendBite. So
yeah,
SendBite. Also, Omega Indexer is back up and running.
Is it working?
It got expensive. Like when the people that I know that use services, I got a message saying, "What's up with this?" Because they got way expensive the way they're doing it. But despite what they're advertising, like they broke down the cost, and it seems like it got really expensive. Is that the case or what?
Omega or someone else?
Omega.
I would be lying to say I know what the price is like. I'm just going to look. One credit is like 2 cents.
Right, and I think he did the math on what was actually happening with after usage, and he said that it got really expensive.
What was the one that Corey suggested a few weeks ago? It was expensive, but they guaranteed indexation. So
yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember what it was. It was expensive though. It's like $1 for a credit.
What you can do is have a network that is indexed and be managing that properly and never worry about it. To be honest.
The last one I used was SendBite, and I'm just going to check what the price was on there. So you're talking about
it's cheap.
Yeah, $19 for 2,100 links to Google, or
dude, you know how quickly I blow through 2,000 links. Like that's half a campaign. But it's worth it. So.
Yeah.
Is Omega still doing sitemap shit or what?
I don't know what's changed on it. I'm friends with the guy who owns it, but I'm not sure what they changed or what they've done to get it working. Again, I don't know if shit's changed. I just get told.
I have no idea. I know that it works, is what I know.
So it did work very well. There was a period of time there where everyone's like, it's not working for shit, and I think that was the case. But he messaged me the other day and said, that's it, back up and running. But what changes are in there, I have no clue.
We so one of the guys that was looking at one of the sites I was looking at yesterday in the presentation, and he implemented some of it, and like the new rankings that kicked in on that site overnight were hilarious. I had the same thing happen when I implemented some stuff on one of the pages too. It's funny how fast shit moves right now.
If you're doing it properly, of
course.
Yeah,
I mean, you make fun of maturity, but the reason to buy a business or a domain is that history and that maturity of that cluster, bro.
It's
not that I laugh at it. It's just the way you word it.
Maturation. It took me a second to figure out what the fuck he was talking about too.
It's maturation, baby. Yeah, I have this juicer. I love M words, dude. It's a masticating juicer, dude. And every time I say it, I laugh.
What was the big ass product name that Michael Owen came up with for one of David Mills' things? It was like millionaires. It was like 20 M words.
Law of implication.
Yeah, but it was he called it something, and it was like all the M words. Like he didn't miss any.
Mega.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah, Mega Millions, Mastermind, blah. It was like 5, 6 M words in a row. I wish I could find that.
Fucking. Honestly, everyone's now doing it now. Now, sometimes I sit there feeling like a dumb fuck when someone says something like, do you know the transistor method? And you're sitting there like, what the fuck is someone trying to coin now?
Well, it's because that's how you create something new out of something old, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
DAS was created, and it was he didn't come out and say, hey, let me show you how I build broken link wheels.
What did we turn it to the last time?
Traffic authority stacking. Yeah, I thought of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when he left Network Empire, they owned all the domains and shit. So we couldn't use DAS, so we came up with TAS.
So Flavia, Google crawls shit. They start, like, if there's something that triggers them to crawl something new or whatever, they pick a random point or potentially to start understanding what's around it. Then they crawl around and that shit moves around. And so if they already have data coming into the database or the web, the index or whatever you want to call it, that's better than if it's just like a cycle or a group of new pages. Or new things, but yeah, it's all the rank score stuff that they do that they have history on, and you'll see the change. Like when you kick it in, like it's insane. You'll see 1,000% growth and shit on everything, revenue, everything. If you've come from something that's zero, but I don't know. I'll just get nerdy on it if you want me to talk about that shit. You don't want me to start talking about it.
Nah. We do not. Ask questions, guys. We still have.
I will start talking about it.
Look, he's getting it up, so
I can get it up.
Loud Egg's going to do a mastermind on old Saturday morning cartoons like Casper the Friendly Ghost,
with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Best site to flip. Flip any website as long as it flips for a multiple of it. It's what it's earning in a month.
Make money when you buy it. That's what I learned yesterday.
So there's no such thing as a best website to sell. I've sold some shit ass websites, and obviously selling websites that make millions of bucks.
I'm glad I didn't buy it from you, bro. Sorry, I sold you a shit ass website.
No, they were doing all right at the time, but
no, I'm teasing you, dude.
You know, essentially there was fucking problems. You know, otherwise I wouldn't be selling it, like seasonal and shit like that.
That's the thing too. And honestly, if you know something's going to change in the search, and you're scared. That's a good time to sell shit. It was when you're having fear.
Nowhere. I can't remember.
Got asked like the schema that I liked the most, or after the event in chat, and I thought it was good to tell people that the ones that I like the most are the ones that they say to use for Google Assistant, like the AI. And there's a page for that. It's FAQ, how to, media, news, podcast, and recipes. I was the only one to actually really care about at this point.
And Deepak, hello, sir. I'm from India.
Hello from India. I'm from the Eastern time zone.
And he ain't changing nothing from Eastern time zone.
No. That's why I wanted to move to Puerto Rico, because it's still Eastern time zone, I think.
So you wouldn't move out with the Eastern time zone?
Yeah.
Ever?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. That's stubborn shit. That is real stubborn shit. Mm-hmm. But guys, questions, ask us. Flipper, but is there any more? You can go onto Facebook groups. You can go to brokers. You can go to Empire Flippers.
Empire Flippers, but they're expensive.
Empire Flippers take 50% of the sale. Okay. The only thing I would say though, Brad, is
I would feel more comfortable buying it from there, because I know that they do their due diligence there.
The due diligence. 9 out of 10 websites that people try and sell on there get told to fuck off because they want to see proof and all that stuff. Yeah. But secondly, that is the place. If you want to sell your website, that website does get a lot of traffic. It is the place to go. So it is a a marketplace you want to go. But Flipper, there's Facebook groups called flipping websites. It depends on the value of the website. So if you're going to sell something for more than 10 grand, you cannot go to the flipping websites Facebook group. You then go to the investor club.
Yeah, that's what I say. Investor club used to be Alpha Investors, I think, which there's a lot of history there of solidity. There's a couple other brokerages that are kind of like lower, less well known, that are really solid ass places,
But there's brokers themselves out there, there's guys. So root around, there's a lot of stuff on there, but Facebook groups and stuff like that, if you want to try and avoid, the brokerage fees or the Empire Flipper fees. Flipper don't do due diligence to the same level as Empire Flippers. So are you going to get someone who's going to...
And they're set up on an auction most of the time, right? Isn't Flipper auction? Yeah, that's pretty nice. I hate auctions.
So it depends on what your site's earning, Flavia, in terms of what you're trying to sell. Facebook groups, if it's a low-end website. Empire Flippers, if it's a premium website. Somewhere in between, I'd probably go for Investor Club. But there's probably a million others out there, but that's the one.
Sure, yeah. If you just find anyone that's doing content on how to value, like start looking at how to value a website and crap, you'll find some stuff that's solid.
I'm sure you could scrape in your niche and start emailing people too. Have you ever thought about selling your website?
Also, Flavia, is it worth monetizing with AdSense? I'm not a fan of AdSense because it slows the website down slightly, and I think it makes it look cluttered. But I know people have doubled their fucking revenue just by adding AdSense. So
do that. If you're going to do AdSense, eventually you want to upgrade to Ezoic. That's what I've heard. I don't do a ton. I throw AdSense on sites just to see what they do, but
Brad, I can't see this person's name. What's that?
Hang on. Back there. That is from last time. That's Harry Minge. Nappy dugout. Yeah.
Oh man. Adam's got the transistor method. Create 2 duplicate websites, one info-based and one commercial. Compete against each other on the SERPs and build up power. Old Black Hat World 2016 post.
Yeah, I've never tried it. I just stick to building mini nets and do spam clusters. So
you even one of the brokers that spoke over for a little bit at the 2019 event that you came to, Craig?
Yeah. Mark Woodbury. Mark Woodbury, his name is. I'll get you his business name.
That's what I thought, that he was there.
That's the guy. So Mark Woodbury, he was involved in when Gary Wilson was selling his business. He was the broker there as well. But Gary
or something, isn't it? Or Raincatcher or some shit.
Let me get the name, see if I can.
I think Raincatcher's one of them, or that's one of their network sites. I'm not sure.
He doesn't fucking have it on his fucking Facebook.
You get Raincatcher.com.
Yeah, something like that. But great guy, someone that you want to be talking to. If anyone needs to talk to him, give me a shout. I can.
But they're not going to just take anybody. They want something that's super solid that can make sense, don't they?
They want their fucking cut as well, yeah. So if they got some pishy fucking $3,000 website sale, it's not going to be worth their while. What are they going to earn from it? Fucking $300. It's got to be of a reasonable value. They've got investors willing to invest decent money into good projects. So probably higher end for Mark Woodbury.
I think that they do a good job with their valuation. So if you're being serious about selling and you want a valuation, like they will value it for you. I know that part of their lead process is free valuation.
Yeah, but selling it, again, who would you sell it through? It really depends. Obviously, Mark Woodbury would get involved, and he is essentially going to take a cut as well. So, just if you're trying to sell something on the fly and make yourself 10 grand, 20 grand, do it yourself and put it about. But
yeah, this is a good one. So, duplicate websites, one with info, one with commercial. So you mean in the same market, because you're not going to duplicate the content for info and commercial. They're not going to be the same. It's just not going to work. But That's the mini net method. Then that's absolutely what you want to be doing. If you're talking about that, then yes, building multiple websites in your market based on what you're seeing in the different queries and the different SERPs is absolutely.
Yeah, I guess if you put it that way, it is the mini net method.
It is.
Like that.
It's 100% the mini net. It's making sure that you cover the market and the intent of each query in that market with the right site type. It's what we talked about yesterday, actually.
Harry Minge, on a Facebook group for flipping website, but the seller does not want to tell the URL. How do you do due diligence?
Maybe put some money in escrow.
Yeah,
at a time if you're really interested. But I would typically
you
pass.
have already. Like, you better have a lot of freaking information on financials before putting anything in deposit and locking it up.
Yeah, I would want to see the if you're having a real discussion with someone and you say, "What's the fucking URL?"
Yeah, I would move on.
That sounds like a scam to me, dude. I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole.
I wouldn't be putting escrow down on a, certainly for the flipping website group for a 10 grand website if the guy can't share the fucking URL. If he's not prepared to share it.
It's not a serious seller. That's somebody that wants you to get money locked up, and maybe there's a term where he gets a percentage of it when it falls through or some shit.
Yeah.
Move on.
Fuck that. Most folk will just say, here it is. Try not to share it publicly.
He would say, kiss my hairy minge and move on.
But yeah, steer clear of guys like that, Harry. What are you laughing at, Mike?
You calling him Harry?
Yeah, you call him Harry.
What am I supposed to fucking call him?
Harry and the Hendersons. You ever seen that movie? That's an American classic, correct?
That's great. It's a great movie.
That had to have been on the Eastern time zone.
That's Oregon, bro.
No, it was Western.
Like the Goonies, man. Everything that's good is on the West. Yeah. You're welcome, Harry.
Do you feel awkward saying that?
I need to figure out how to pronounce that so I don't feel like an idiot.
Harry Minge.
Harry Minge is how it's said here, but I'm going to just call you Harry. I'm not fucking having that name. Listen, I know that's someone trolling us.
Dougie Fresh too.
Trying to figure out who it is. Dougie Fresh.
You can freaking, you can manipulate that too, though. Is the issue.
Yeah.
What's up, Dougie?
But surely you share the URL.
I wouldn't even do that because you can fake that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do anything without getting the real information and doing a full audit on that. Unless you're talking about a couple $100, then I might just try.
But the likes of Empire Flippers and whatnot, you can put some money down, you can get all the financials and shit. If it's a big ass website, at that level. So sometimes a deposit is the way to do it. But on the flipping website Facebook group, that's just a douchebag who's playing funny games.
Yeah, but with Empire Flippers, they've gone through the colonoscopy. They've inspected everything. So
they've done everything. They've even gave rumor has it that Gregory from Empire Flippers literally gives you an anal cavity search prior to.
That's not legend, bro.
Yeah, Mike heard about it and he built up 10 sites just because
of
that.
Why I work as a fact checker in that industry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gregory. But the guys don't make a trick. So it probably is the equivalent of getting an anal cavity search. Nothing is missed. So do check them out, guys, if you've got some real money and you want to invest in a.
Have you ever tried the Amazon stores and stuff? Not affiliate, but like actual FBA accounts or.
Nah, I've got a few friends who have.
I've seen those for sale on Empire Flippers. That's why I ask.
I mean, there's more money to be made in Amazon FBA. Obviously, you're not getting crappy commission, but obviously you've got money up front to pay for stock to be held at Amazon's warehouses and stuff like that.
Not a benefit from it, though.
Listen, I know, guys. You know Landau Spears, right? Michael
Yeah.
Landau Spears. I
We've
think
met, yes.
one of his big wins back in the day,
Yep.
where he made a lot of money, was an FBA website. So
He did Garcinia Cambodia site, sold it, and then
Yeah, I remember that.
FBA, yeah. He like lives in China now. It seems like whenever I see him, he's over there.
I think we built a network for some of that.
Did we?
Landau Spears, yeah, he's always all over the place. I actually seen a picture of him.
How
Not
was
that
he
long. Shaved his head. What was
Yeah,
that?
he did.
How was he
Yeah.
doing?
I've not actually personally spoke to him for probably about a year now, but by all accounts, he looks to be doing fine. He's good friends with Gary. I know
Yeah,
they-
no,
He came from Becker's shit back in the day. Like,
Yeah. He was young when he made his first money.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 18, 19, something.
Him and Charles.
I think he's probably mid-20s just now. I know he looks 40, but yeah, he's
When,
still...
2015, 2016, I'd say he was like 18 or 19 and just made money or something. So it's only been, what, he's like late mid-20s, something like that.
Yeah, mid-20s he is. So, yeah, smart guy, but he's right into the, or was right into the FBA type stuff. Never been for me, fuck that shit. But hey, why not? Doogie Fresh.
Do I get the connections, or no connections, but do I get the knowledge that I have now?
Yeah,
Or
I
am
would
I-
say you would have the knowledge.
How would you start the game with no?
You don't need 10K.
No, you don't need, you can do it under $1,000.
Yeah.
With no connections, but you know where to go for those connections, right? So,
I mean, honestly, if you wanted to, I mean, I hate client SEO, but client SEO, if you're getting started and you can halfway sell.
Right now, in this
it's
market,
fine.
I would just build a Fiverr business, dude. Not for myself doing it. I would start brokering to small businesses like Fiverr services, dude.
Yeah. It's all, I mean, that's what Corey does. He gave us his full list yesterday.
Yeah.
You know,
You can run an agency off of Fiverr. I mean, I like literally any marketplace, just go and resell that. Like go over to Upwork and start an account at Upwork. Then go then make sure you have the services from Fiverr and just start making sure that you're making, a nice percentage on that and keep going that way.
yeah, if you think about it like a local client, like what's the first thing you do? You do the on-page optimization. You optimize the site, you optimize the GMB, and then you start building citations.
Don't start chasing everybody's information because you don't need to. I mean, honestly, go look at what the competitors are doing for the local and what's being sold on their leads and just rebuild that and go start selling.
Yeah, I would, if I needed money like fast, it would be selling people on shit.
You mean
yes.
That's
and
what
then
you mean, bro.
to be whoring. And then I'm building up a PPL shit again because it's hands off once you get it built up. So
yeah. And yeah, as the knowledge comes, like take a percentage of that revenue and build your own sites, dude, and slowly like build a network that you can use and start replacing some of those services from Fiverr.
You know how Mike and I know what we would do? Because we fucking been there, like a couple times. Yeah, it's like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
this shit.
you do find yourself out of the money sometimes.
Yes.
When you do certain things, but shit.
Middleman money. That could have been all those M's that you were saying someone was talking
Middleman
about.
money. I like that.
Course, middleman money.
Let's come out with the course.
But we'll do we'll go, there you go. Get a hold of the AI Profits course from Chase. Start doing TikTok, have Fiverr and the Upwork account, get some shit off of that, send it to the fucking, just keep going.
Middleman money making millions.
Yeah. Brad's presentation was about making solid call money on Fiverr. Well, off of services on Fiverr.
Some on Fiverr, some on it's Fiverr and MassPage. Yeah.
Yeah, Fiverr and MassPage.
Are you selling this for a kiss? The list of suppliers.
Depends on where you're kissing. No, I'm not.
Thought I'd ask. It would be rude not to.
It would be, yeah. He needs to change his profile picture. You're not my type, business growth ready.
Henry's saying, do we use sponsored now, no follow, or both for affiliate rel attributes, not a paid placement?
Doesn't really matter to me.
Do you want to tell Google what it is? Do you want to do Google's job for them? It's the same with guest posts and the ones that are marking it as a sponsored post.
Let's think about it this way. Reddit is a well-known site, right? And they use different things like that for the posts. Like if you do certain things on their site, they're going to take away, they use UGC, they use sponsored, they use like different ones. And then if you do certain things, they remove that. So it really depends on how you want to run your business. I honestly wouldn't worry about it, but
no.
And Doogie Fresh, drop the course. He's down. Middleman money.
Yep, we'll do.
What we're doing.
I would say look in your SERPs and what they're doing in your SERP. If they're using it in certain places, you might want to use it. But
but anyway, all good.
When are you going to let us in your mastermind, Craig? We're trying to learn shit again.
Say that again.
When are you going to let us in your mastermind, dude?
Never, man. You'll fucking disrupt the whole fucking place.
Like it's not already disrupted.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm disrupting it and corrupting everyone. But nah, you guys have got your own. You've no time for mine.
We're done with that. Fuck it. No one wants to be an NFG anymore.
Come on. Everyone asking for refunds on that as well.
Yeah. Years.
And there's membership.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to have to move to Malta because
it's too small.
Go back to
that's what she said.
Bitches.
What?
Go back to client work, bitches.
I can't do that.
But guys, we are out of time. I'm not going to be able to make next week because SEO Underground is on.
I'm not going to be able to make next week either because I don't want to be here.
You guys aren't.
Mike, it's just going to be Mike. Give him access to your YouTube account.
Yeah, let me see that real quick, bro.
No.
Those fucking permissions change.
Yeah, just add him as an admin. It'll be all right.
I'll hire you to do your channel, bro.
Dude, Mike asked me to add him as an admin on NFG one time. And then like 6 months later, he's like, hey, can you add me as an admin? I was like, yeah, sure. I forgot he had already added. I was like, you're fucking in here. Fast forward another 6 months. He's like, hey, can you add me as an admin on NFG? I want to test some stuff. Bitch, we've had this conversation. I added you a year ago.
The last 8 years.
Yes.
Or 6 years, 7 years. 6 years? Almost 7?
8.
Bye. Otis.
See you later, guys.